Welcome to this video on getting started with EndNote. This video concentrates very much on getting your computer set up correctly to use EndNote and to use it with the appropriate styles for your discipline. It's quite technical, but a lot of what you're doing you only have to do once. So once you've been through this video, you should be able to forget about a lot of what's in it. So we're going to start by looking at how to get EndNote onto your own computer. It's best to start at the support portal. Just log in and go to the home screen. In the search box, search for EndNote. And here you can see the ICT department's page about EndNote. In the knowledge base section, you'll see something called Software EndNote for Home Use. Click on that and it will take you to this page. Now currently you can download either EndNote version 9 or EndNote 20. This set of videos is related to using EndNote 20, so that's the one you're going to need to use. Start by copying the product key. Just select it and Ctrl+C will do this. And then click on the download the software from here link a little lower down, which will take you to the Clarivate site for downloading EndNote. The EndNote 20 installer is here and you've got the Windows and Mac versions. Just choose the one that's most appropriate for you and click on that. And that will start downloading to the bottom of the screen. Now I already have EndNote on my machine, so I'm not going to actually click and reinstall it. But when you do, there's the usual process to go through. And at some point you'll be asked for that product key and you can just paste that in from your clipboard. When you first open EndNote, you'll be asked to either open an existing library or create a new library. If you're new to this, just click on the Create a New Library button. You'll be presented with a fairly standard New File dialog box. Make sure you're saving it somewhere appropriate, and you can just keep the default file name of myendnotelibrary.enl and click on the Save button. If you want to have more than one library, you may think about changing the file name, but most people usually manage with a single file. Clicking the Save button will open an empty library. Before I show you around this screen, I just want to go and show you what happened when you created this file. I'm going to switch to my Documents folder, which was where my EndNote library was created. I'll just point out that there are two parts to this library. There is the .enl file and also a data folder. Both of these are essential parts of your library and must be kept together in the same folder. So if at any point you need to move your library, make sure you move both of these parts. We're now going to look at downloading the whole referencing styles and the reference types table that goes along with these. If you're using APA or the Royal Society of Chemistry, the styles will already be in EndNote and you don't need to do either of these. You'll just need to select them from the list at the end. If you're using Oscola, you will need to download the style from the Oscola page on the Referencing Your Work Skills Guide, but you won't need the reference types table. Again, you'll need to select that as I'm going to show you at the end of this section. The default style when you first open EndNote is one called Annotated. As you can see from this list, there are many more to choose from, and this is only a few of those that are available. My list shows Harvard Hull and Footnotes Hull because I already have them installed. Yours will not have these initially. The reference types table refers to the different options you've got for creating records in the library. So if I go to create a new record or a new reference, at the top you'd say which type of reference type this is. and this is currently showing the EndNote defaults. These are fairly old reference types. For example, you'll notice there's no option for a YouTube video or for an e-reader book, which are both increasingly common in academic work today. So we're going to need to go and download the appropriate files to change this. To download the files, you'll need to go to a web browser. I'm just going to use Chrome. I've already got a favourite to take me straight to the Skills website. You may need to do this via the library site. So I'm going to go to the Online Skills Guides, and over in the Technology and Software section, select the referencing software and then EndNote. Scroll down slightly and you'll find a section on the University of Hull EndNote styles. If you've been told that you need to use Harvard or footnotes referencing, you will need to download one of these styles. I'm going to download the footnotes one by just clicking on it. I also need to download the Hull reference types table. Please note it does say do not just click this link. If you do that, it will open up an unreadable text file. Instead, right-click on the Hull reference types table and choose Save Link As, or whatever is the equivalent in your browser. I'm just going to note that that's in my Downloads folder and save. So to get the style that I've downloaded into EndNote, I just need to click on it at the bottom of the screen. And that will open it within EndNote. And then all I have to do is go to File, Save As. I'm just going to take out the Word copy and click Save. I can then close the style by going to File, Close Style. To select that style, you need to go to the Tools menu and choose Output Styles. You won't have it already in the list like me, so you need to go to Open Style Manager. Now the quickest way to go down to the styles beginning with F is to hit the F key on my keyboard. It would be the same for H for Harvard. I can then more easily find the option for Footnotes Hull. Mine's already ticked, yours would need clicking on to select it. Once you've done that, just close that window and then go back to the Tools menu and Output Styles, and you will then have it in the list to be able to select it. To install the Hull reference types table, go to the Edit menu, choose Preferences, select the Reference Types option on the left-hand side, and then click the Import button. Select your table, click Open, and then click OK. You'll know that that has installed correctly because if you go to Add a New Record, the options for the reference types now include e-reader book, many more map options, and a YouTube video, amongst other additional reference types. Don't need to save that. And then you're all set up and ready to create your library.